Anyway, so ladies and gentlemen, I have done all this talking to you for the last 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 minutes. And my name is Sherhara. And I am going to be your MC for the next couple of days. Yay. Now, I know that Sherhara sounds like a small country somewhere in the world that we never heard of, but my parents were ambitious, okay? It was the 80s. No telling what they were doing, right? I got one more rose, so I'm gonna keep this rose for anybody who's just caught by the spirit and wants to drop it like it's hot. So yes, I am so excited to facilitate, be present with you all for this weekend. And I am so absolutely proud to be a part of this because last year I was supposed to host it. And then on July 5th, my amazing dad, Robert with significant flair, he passed away. Yeah, I was like, damn. And it was tough. And I had to tell Legina, I said, you know what? I thought I'd be able to rally, but I wanted to honor that space. And that is what this is about. And she said, sure, cool. No, I got you. No problem. Of course, she wasn't going to say anything, but mental health for us people of color that carry melanin within us, we do not make it priority. And so I am here today because she gave me another opportunity. And she emceed my wedding. I got married May 17th. I said I was married now. And so we support each other. And that's the other thing that we're doing here with Melanin Minds is we are cultivating community. We are creating space, and we're not having to do it alone. We're also recognizing that these experiences that we have, these feelings that we have, the challenges we might be experiencing, they are not in silos. These are shared experiences. Slightly unique, slightly different, but we can come together and we can learn from each other. We can leverage the amazing resources that we're going to have over the course of this weekend. And a lot of those resources, let me get to these sponsors. Shout out to Hot House Coffee for this morning's free coffee bar, coffee bistro, open daily. And there's going to be a percentage of those proceeds that are going to be donated to Melanin Minds, right? So when you buy that coffee, it is complimentary, but we also want to support the community with currency. So go and buy some coffee. And if you don't drink coffee, buy it for a coffee drinker, okay? We will never turn it down. Ain't that right? Okay, and so I said the thank yous, but here's another sponsor, Esperson Flex, the space that we are in currently by way of Cameron Management, and shout out to the advisory board member, Christine Gabriel. Is Christine Gabriel in the house? Oh, Christine, right in my face. She's sitting right there, y'all. Give her another round of applause. I hope she lets you come back next year after she done saw me up here trying to get her to drop it like it's hot, you know. But I'm gonna let you, Akil, what's up? Look, see, like I know people. But here's the thing. I'm gonna take it right back to Cash Money Records taking over for the 99 in 2000. And I had to stay true to it. So I don't have my heels on, but it's easier to drop it like it's hot with your heels on. I don't know what it is about levels out your foot, you know. But I came up with this thing and I call it the corporate drop. Just don't let gravity take it, right? Don't let it bounce. Elevator down, okay? Anyways, all right, so thank you so much, Christine, for being here. Absolutely amazing. Thank you for your sponsorship. And so we have an amazing agenda, and I'm just going to point out a couple of things before we bring up the amazing founders. But when you look at a lot of the posters, there are QR codes that give you all of the directions inside of your attendee programs. It's going to let you know what's happening at each block, right? Every block, there's going to be a session here on the main stage, and then we have 2 breakout rooms, and those breakout rooms are going to be straight down the hallway right before you get into the vendor space, right? And so you can pick and choose which one of those you want to attend. We'll explain those. You can see those. Again, let your spirit guide you as to which one you're going to attend. We've got the venue map that's in there as well. Lots of space. You have your wellness center. I hung out in the wellness center. Where's Shelsley? Is she in here? She in the back. Hey. okay? So I went back there. I had some affirmation cards. I had an eye mask. I sat on a bouncy ball, helped with my posture. We talked about grief. She's going to be doing a grief session. So make sure you check that out. We also have, what do you got? We got the happy hour meetups. They're going to be happening a little bit later. In the back of the program, make sure you write your reflections. And then swag bags, thanks to Trader Joe's, Lorraine Infinity's Let's Talk podcast, Kenya's Keepsakes, DNJ Psychology, Swallow's Nest, and Texture of Me. Lots of great things. Any questions? This is intimate. I don't have to just be talking to you. Just letting you know, sooner or later, you can holler at me, even on the stage, okay? All right, so now what we're going to do, and I'm going to allow Legina to do this, but I haven't had the great opportunity to meet one of the founders, and unfortunately, she isn't here with us right now. I'm going to let Legina roll into that. But I want to go ahead and bring up Legina Harris, and I'm going to tell a quick story as she makes her way. We met a couple of years ago at an event, something just like this. She sat next to me, or maybe I sat next to her, but we sat next to each other. And in that sitting, we had a conversation and decided that we were going to be each other's networking plus ones, right? Like we were just, wherever we were going to go, I was going to call her and she was going to come with me and she was going to call me and I was going to go with her. And we have been on this journey for, I guess it was at least 2018, 2019. 2019. So since 2019, we have been on this journey together. And before she had a space, before we had these ideas, we have continuously been supporting each other. So it is my absolute honor and privilege to present to you the founder of Melanin Minds Mental Health Conference, Legina Harris.
Thanks, friend. All right, so I have my emotional support person up here because normally it's me and Mel. So I was like, hey, advisory board member, come up here. And she had a walkie-talkie and so I could whisper to her. So thank you for supporting. Y'all, welcome into the 2024 Melanin Minds Mental Health Conference. I'm Legina. The other half of me is Mel. And Mel is from LA. And I'm right here in Houston. Now, raise your hand if you are a first-time speaker. Raise them high. All right. Y'all make sure that you're repping whatever you're doing so that people can come to your session. How about second-time speakers? Do we have any two times? Okay. I know we have some people in here that are traveling in right now that have spoken at our conference all 4 years. So we started in 2021. It partnered with the US Space and we were in the cannon and literally it was me and Mel on 2 stools and a iPad in front of us and one volunteer that was like literally doing the stuff behind him. We had like 4 people in the audience. It was like my mom, my cousin, and like 2 other people that came because we were in the middle of COVID. So we did a fully hybrid conference. In 2022, we partnered with the Houston Texans YMCA. We had an amazing time there. And that's when we really realized like what we were doing in its totality. 2023, we got our 501c3. We started getting it. Thank you. We'll take a clap for that. That's a big deal. If you've ever gotten a 501c3, then you know it's a big deal. And then we also got our first advisory board member, Muriel, in 2023. Thank you. And she became the 3rd leg of Melanin Minds. And when we also got our 501c3, our founding board member, Miss Linda Brown, which you will see on Sunday. She does our Sunday opening. Do not miss it. Be here on time. Also to get your wellness lounge sign up, be here on time. So that's something that happened. And then in 2024, we voted in our inaugural majority board. So we do have board members here. Where is board member? Stand up, please. Tell us where you traveled in from. New York City. We're doing it big, y'all. And she works for an amazing, large company. So, talk to her, impress our board members. We have partners in here from last year. Ranya's here and she'll be hopping into a panel as, the weather has slowed some people down. I know we have some people from New Orleans in the house. All right. First person that we found out that's doing professional development here, okay? She put it in, they approved it, and she's doing professional development. I say all this because this, like Sherhara said, is an intimate setting. This is your journey to go on. There are rooms open and things to do, and have your time, have your space, journey as you do. Be kind, be conscious, be mindful. If somebody needs a second, give them a second. If, somebody's high energy and you're matching that energy, dance, have fun. This is our space. There's a whole floor of things to do in there. Like Sherhara said, you're not going to get to go to everything. So mark down, where you go. In your guide, your agenda, there are 2 different ways you can experience the conference. So there's doing the work and getting the answers. Doing the work is like the yogas and all that kind of stuff, sound bowls, breath work, everything like that. Journaling, morning meetups that are happening. That is doing the work. Getting the answers are the unpanels, the panels that are on stages, the fireside chats. That's where you're getting the answers. Everything during this conference, including when my MC is up here, is interactive. So this is like no other conference that you've ever seen. This isn't the same thing where we're putting on suits and ties and coming in. You can meet people in this area and still have a professional connection. That's not what this doesn't mean it is. You know what I mean? These are professional connections. These are human connections because we have to slow down more as humans. So keep that in mind as we're moving through everything. And the other way you can experience the conference is through our amazing pillars. We have 5 pillars. You'll see them in there. And so if you're like, I want to do nutrition stuff the whole time and relationship stuff the whole time, you can go on tracks through nutrition and relationships the whole time. And when we talk about relationships, it's just not adult, male, female, male, partnership relationships. It's your relationship with yourself, self-advocacy, because that goes beyond everything else. So there are tons of ways to experience the conference. We have volunteers all around. Volunteers in the back, wave your hands. They're all back there. I don't know why they're in the back, but they're there. So we have volunteers everywhere. You can ask questions. You can ask each other questions, but everything's pretty much labeled. So I want you to enjoy yourself. Did I miss anything? I didn't miss anything. Mel? No, I'm good. Okay. All right. I think that is everything, Miss Sherhara. I think that, are we? Yeah, I'll just get off stage because I'm done. Thank you. All right.
Give Legina another round of applause. Now, as a host, as an MC, I am here to do and say all of the things that shouldn't be the proper thing for the founder to say. But when you walk into a space like this and you see what an organization is building and what is really required, we overlook it. These lights, amazing. Those 3 cameras, dope. Even these chairs, you know how much these chairs cost to rent? This stage, these flowers, the sound, AV, the balloons. I say that to say is your investment is not only just in creating this event, but it's creating a space so that you can then invest in yourself. And it goes hand in hand. This is a relationship. We go together now, right? We are in a relationship together. And before we even make it to the end of the weekend, I want you to think about who in your network, who in your friend group, who in your family do you believe can benefit from being a part of an experience like this? You want to say in a year, in 2 years, in 3 years, to say that I was a part of some of those first individuals to be an active participant and contributor to the Melanin Minds Mental Health Conference. You want to look back and say, I was there when. And then the relationships you make with people, you can say, you remember that one time? You remember the year before when we was at the old building? Like growing up when we was at the old house, right? Like that is what you're a part of. And I want you to really see that for yourself. And I want you to be able to see what you value here and then invite other people. Sounds good? Okay. I did that. I said it. Okay. So now another thank you to some other amazing sponsors. We have Alto Rideshare, C-Force Water. Celsius is in the house. Hey, Celsius. Maybe that's the reason why I'm on 10. Okay. I have a natural energy, but Celsius hits the spot. Okay. Axelrad and Tier 4 sponsor Alpha Phi Alpha, the Chi Kappa Lambda chapter of Missouri City, Texas. We have any of the alphas in the house? All right. Give it up for the alpha. What? The alpha right there. His brothers is on his way, right? Okay, so now coming up, and now we're getting ready to move into these breakout sessions, and we're making great time. We're going to have enough time to transition. So right here at this stage, we're going to have Cultivating Resilience, the power of our story. And it's a panel. It's featuring Linda K. Brown, Dee Savannah, and Alex. Alex, are you in the house right now? Alex, how you say your last name? Male Branch. You see, he's sitting right there. I don't have to mess it up. I can just ask you, right? Male Branch. So he's going to be here. And then breakout room 2 is going to be about post-traumatic hair syndrome. Ooh-wee. And that is about the correlation between textured hair and mental health with Dr. Tammy White Jolivet. Did I pronounce that right? She's in there. She's in the room, I'm sure. Okay, and then breakout number 3, we have BIPOC mental health, identifying and navigating the unique mental health needs of Black and Brown communities with Connie Fedrick. So those are your breakouts. They are also inside of your program. Search your heart, search your spirit, figure out what you came here to receive, and then decide for yourself which one you are going to attend. Sounds good? All right, so let's get this going. I got another note. Ooh, this is official. Huh? Okay. Oh, yes. All right. So now I've got some extra notes. Let me get this one right here. Oh, you know what? You'll probably notice I don't have on any shoes. Okay. Now, I know I did Cash Money Records. That was unorthodox. And now I don't have on shoes. You're like, she is nuts. Now, you're lucky I got on socks, okay, because I have not gotten a pedicure. But this is also the space that we're cultivating of comfort. And many of us know, even though we are many floors above the ground, it is still something very powerful about grounding ourselves and removing our shoes, anchoring ourselves, allowing our roots, and moving the obstruction. So if you are so called, kick off your shoes and relax your feet. Hey, party on down to the Melanin Minds beat. Just kick it. Okay, I had to finish that part. All right. So this is also something very special, something very, very special. And you all are a part of it. We actually have Precinct 2 Commissioner Ashe Minix and the Executive Director of Operations, Shara El Bowie, here to do a proclamation. This is on behalf of the Harris County Precinct 2. And a proclamation means that, y'all, it's official. Give a round of applause for being official, for making a stamp in the city, being recognized by the city, being honored by the city. Such a good time. Bring them on up here. Let's get the photographer. Here we go. I'm going to give you all the microphone. I'm going to add a couple microphones.
Hello, everyone. I'm proud to present this proclamation from Commissioner Adrian Garcia, Harris County Precinct 2, So whereas Melanin Minds, a Houston-based nonprofit organization, has been at the forefront of providing mental health resources, education, and accessible spaces for personal and professional development within BIPOC communities, addressing the unique needs of these communities with compassion, and Melanin Minds hosts its 4th annual mental health conference from July 26th through July 28th in Houston to mark the culmination of the National Minority Mental Health Month, and will feature a comprehensive array of sessions, workshops, activations, and panels designed to amplify melanin mental health professionals and the communities they serve. I'm going to skip down a little bit towards the end and just let you guys know that Precinct 2 honors and supports the invaluable work of Melanin Minds and to provide mental health resources that educate, amplify, and create accessible spaces for personal and professional development within BIPOC communities. Therefore, I, Adrian Garcia, Commissioner of Precinct 2, do hereby proclaim the last weekend of July 24th as Melanin Minds Mental Health Advocacy and Wellness Weekend in Harris County, Texas. By the power vested in me by Harris County and the state of Texas, I hereby affix my signature on this 28th day of July 2024. It's official.
Thank you so much. You've been 2 years working with us. Precinct 2 is so great as far as working with us and understanding the mental health journeys. I know that y'all do a lot of stuff with our elders. Our elders are so important, so we appreciate the work that you're doing. We're honored that we have a whole weekend now, y'all. Last weekend in July. I'll let y'all hold that right here. And so that's our announcement. I know last year at the end of the year, we were like, surprise, these are our dates. Our conference will be every year, the last weekend of the month. So that means everybody pull out your phones. Go ahead. We're doing this right now. Pull out your phones. 2025, last weekend of the month, we will be in Houston for our conference, hopefully at the Esperson building. If we don't get kicked, okay, we got it. Yes, we are winning already. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And we got a weekend. All right. Thank you. Do we have photos? Does anybody need to take a photo?
The human big box over here.
All right. Miss Sherhara, take it away.